Hello, I'm Joe Hren. Occupy Bloomington demonstrators gathered Tuesday morning at 10th and Rogers Streets to commemorate May Day, but Bloomington police intervened before an encampment could take hold. A tent was put up by the occupiers, but police tore it down after about an hour. Protester Joe Varga says the movement resembled demonstrations that took place in the 19th century. Organized May Day demonstrations are taking place in 135 U.S. cities across the country, including New York City, Chicago, and San Francisco. Cities across the U.S. are trying to bring their public pools up to ADA standards by a deadline later this month. But as WTIU's Gretchen Frazee reports, some cities in Indiana are having trouble complying with the new rules.
The ADA regulations require public pools more than 300 feet long to have an accessible ramp or pool lift by May 21st. But the rules have created a problem for many public pools and the departments that run them.
The manufacturers are behind quite a bit in meeting the orders. So for example, both lifts that we have ordered are now on back order. So we're hoping to get those in time for the May 26 open date. However, we're kind of at the mercy of the manufacturers and the distributors.
The ADA says organizations do not need to have their pools completely up to code as long as they are making a good faith effort to do so. Bloomington officials say they're doing what they can to make Bryan Park Pool and Mills Pool accessible to all residents.
Anytime that you can create unlimited access to a facility such as a public pool, that's important. It gives people a peace of mind that they know when they come in here that they have full access to the pool without help from any staff member or anyone else.
The ADA says the deadline could also be extended another 6 months. For WTIU News, I'm Gretchen Frazee.
And on the first nationwide Stop the Text Day, Attorney General Greg Zeller urged drivers to follow the law and stop texting while driving. A national survey the Ad Council released Tuesday found about 60% of drivers between ages 16 and 24 text and drive. Indiana passed a texting while driving ban for all motorists last year. Since it went into effect, police have issued more than 200 tickets. And now here's a look at the stormy weather forecast tonight. Storms continue with lows in the mid-60s. Tomorrow, a slight chance of thunderstorms with highs in the upper 80s. And tomorrow night, mostly clear, lows down to 65 degrees. And then in the 5-day forecast on Thursday, partly cloudy conditions, highs still warm up to 88 degrees. Then a 50% chance of thunderstorms back in the forecast for the weekend, highs in the lower 80s. For WTIU News, I'm Joe Hren.